All right, what's up, party people? I'm here with Connor. How you doing today, buddy?
It's life.
You have no idea what we're going into, and I don't either for the most part because I just let this thing sim for literally. I watched 2.5 hour movie, so I let it sim about 5 years during that, and I walked away, grabbed a little thing to eat, see if anybody wanted to join me. Connor's first one was like, heck yeah, let's do this. What I did was something very interesting with War of the Immortals. I had stripped away all the other companies, and it's just WWE owned properties. Even the old cursed ECW Reborn and NXT. But we also got some fun ones in here. So we have the modern day WWE Universe, the Attitude, Classic, New Gen, WWF, and good old WWE Ruthless Aggression. Now, when I started them off here, we had WWE, which was owned by, I believe this one was owned by Stephanie, maybe. Yeah, WWF owned by Vince Sr. Then we had this one, I think, was owned by Pat Patterson. No, I think this one was Linda. Yeah, then this one was, I think Pat was booking it. And then this one was Vince McMahon. You had Shane McMahon. Universe, I cannot remember who I put in charge of Universe. It was one of their buddies. NXT, of course, was Triple H, and ECW Reborn. Actually, I had with Tommy Dreamer. I don't know why. I feel like he would have been a better choice than Paul Heyman. But but as you can see, we have new owners, so we'll just kind of take them bit by bit and see what what insanity has occurred here. And
The fact that Super Dragon is competing in the same place that Lenny Lane is,
it's what a time to be alive. But we got Bob Armstrong here running the thing. Our champion here is Hernandez. And I think it the world champ Hernandez.
That's incredible.
I think it only makes sense if we go here and I think we check out the history of if I can go back this far. December to Dismember. It's their best pay-per-view, isn't it? So we gotta go through.
Was the only pay-per-view that they were doing.
Yeah. So we gotta see what occurred here. We got the main event was Danny Doring and Dan Severn.
Dan Severn, I'm gonna believe Dan Severn knocked him out.
Not a single title match on the show, by the way. But I mean, they only have one title, but yeah. I mean, hey,
you had Ricochet tagging up with Larry Sweeney against Tyson Kidd and Barry Hardy. All right,
we had 5K people almost in attendance, which I feel like that could be heavily exaggerated because it's the E. 58,000 people bought the pay-per-view in terms of in America. So good on ECW. Check out NXT here. We got Perry Saturn is NXT champion.
Hold on. Let's take time to appreciate that's Perry Saturn. That's the NXT. He's finally world champion.
He did it. Not only that, but Steve Austin and Brett Albright won the Dusty Tag Team Classic. Who
the hell is Brett Albright?
Apparently, he was like a really big deal in I think ROH history.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
Yeah, you always see him in like those OVW also. Scott.
He was really big in Oklahoma too, and I was like right by Oklahoma. That guy was actually a household name in the southern states.
He held down Oklahoma territories, so.
He actually was like the guy that got like Arkansas wrestling like to his feet.
What an announce team! That's a pretty good announce team. Heyman and Hudson for NXT.
People shat all over Scott Hudson. I loved Scott Hudson.
I can't believe their main event's Triple H and Steve Austin. Matt Morgan, North American champion. Debbie Combs, UK Women's, NXT Women's Mischief. No tag team. Who was the last tag team champs? Maurice and Perry Saturn.
Maurice Tillett and Perry Saturn.
Okay. Man, they keep on vacating this thing. They vacated this thing for over like 3 years. They just didn't touch it.
Those belts are probably retired.
Anyone else? Brent held the belt. Corey Graves held the belt. Larry Sweeney.
Corey Graves came out of retirement.
You have Steve Austin here, and you let land of opportunity.
Wow.
the king of the UK is Sabu. We got some other great ones there, like Jay Lethal, Bob Orton Jr., Chris Harris, Sylvester Turkey.
The fact that Bob Orton Jr. came out of retirement at a crisp age of like 60 something. and it's finally
He's
a
like,
world champion.
so I'm a UK world champion. The universe. This is a fun one here. Let's
Yes,
take this from
yes.
take it from the top.
No,
Let's take it from the top.
Scroll down real
So,
fast. I already saw it.
I know. Well,
I
actually,
already
let's
saw it.
let's go also to the last NXT big pay per view, because I did this right up until SummerSlam. So we have Brooklyn. We have Matt Morgan, Triple H. Triple H goes over, brother. But the main event was Rosita and Debbie Combs. They let the women main event.
Rosita probably carried that. Debbie probably got a roll.
49%. So Steve Austin, Buzz Sawyer.
That match probably was a snooze fest.
Not a single title match. They did not want a title match on Takeover.
That's because that update. The update was killed the AI booking title matches.
Oh yeah, because they would be just flip flopping belts around like it's going out of style.
Yeah, that's why your prestiges would drop like 20 if you some a year.
Let me where is it? Bada bing, bada boom.
Great balls of fire.
So Universe doesn't have SummerSlam. They have Great Balls of Fire. So
Medusa versus Melina. That's incredible.
Fair enough. So there's titles there. Last 24/7 champion, Wendy Richter. Okay. Wendy Richter. Good on Bray Wyatt dropping it before it was Ivory, Luna Vachon, and Wendy Richter, and then they killed the belt. They said we're never doing this again.
13 months later, it went to Luna and then Wendy Richter, and they retired it.
So we're done. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. Ox Baker. Hercules Hernandez. The Great Khali. Good on him. Dave Boy Smith. Hercules Hernandez again.
He came back from the grave.
MVP. Also, they're holding this thing like every couple months or whatever, because they're not even playing around with this one. They're not doing it at Mania. They're doing it like every month. We're gonna have a Battle Royale. Cruiserweight champ is Matt Hardy. Kevin Nash and The Rock.
Kevin Nash tried to kill the Cruiserweights. That's what happened.
That's exactly. The Rock, though, apparently lost a lot of weight. He slimmed down for the role of Cruiserweight champion. Raw Women's champion Io Shirai. Not bad. Who won the Rumble? Vacant. No one's won. We just quit. We stopped the Rumble. You know, why do we need a Rumble when we could do the Andre the Giant Rumble every month? You know what I mean? We could do a Royal Rumble every month at that point. Great Khali and Jeff Jarrett. You know.
Hey, look at that tag team.
Terry.
Look at that tag team.
Dave Boy Smith, Bill Goldberg. Dude, what is going on with Great Khali and Jeff Jarrett as a tag team, though? I feel like that one, there's some praise right there.
JEWF and GREATT.
So the big one here, Goldberg managed to be like the Luke Harper.
Jesus.
Dang, Harper won it from himself or something. I don't know why he's like throwing me back on there. Goldberg defeated Luke Harper there. It's crazy. Anything?
Goldberg be the man.
Yeah, no, these are previous ones. Yeah, these are previous ones. So Layla and Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb. Wow.
The Attitude. Let's check out the last pay-per-view, which was SummerSlam. Big one. Got Cody Rhodes and Bob Sapp. You know, the good old
tag team is now called the American Dream.
The American Dream World Tag Team champions there. Main event was Cody also doing double duty, as you do, against Killer Carl Cox. Triple K.
The trained who did he trained somebody big.
Why did you put that as the main event when you literally had Antonio Inoki and the Undertaker and the co-main event?
Should headline the Tokyo Dome.
That was insane. We had Evan Courageous and Boogeyman start off the show.
Why did Lance Cade tag up with Bob Sapp? What's going on with Bob Sapp? Tag team jumper or what?
Bob Sapp worked double duty and so did Cody. What's going on with the titles?
Was this a Joker's Wild tag team night and they just were flopping into partners as the night went on?
Big Boss Man, European champion Lufisto got the hardcore title. What else is going on in the hardcore title then at that point?
Lufisto holding the hardcore title.
Katie Lee,
That's
Christy
now
Hemme,
the women's
AJ.
title.
Okay.
Now the women's title.
the hardcore. Well, if you're in the Attitude Area, yeah, I guess it is. So, no IC champ. What happened to the IC title? Who killed the belt? Ricky Dozen killed the belt. Okay. All right.
Road Warrior Hawk was it? John Laurinaitis was a champion.
Cody is
Wow.
our wow
Wow.
world heavyweight champion. He beat off John Laurinaitis, People Power, and then of
I'm not
course,
watching the WWF at this point.
yeah,
That's what's
I don't
going
think
on.
Jim Brunzel is booking this, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Tarzan Baxter, Brodus Clay, light heavyweight champion. Good on him. Good on him. The Rock jumped from being cruiserweight champ to $1 million champion, so that's a heck of a step up there. Any other? Shad Gaspard, Yokozuna, Brian Pillman, some great $1 million champions as expected. Shane Helms, North American heavyweight champion, as well as tag team champion with Randy Orton. Thank you, Randy Keith. Rumble doesn't even exist. We said we don't do that no more. SummerSlam started off with Brian Pillman and Scott Steiner in a tag team title match. Brian Pillman and Steiner there.
You know, I think I think that. Why? Okay, hold
Nick
on.
Dinsmore and Rusev in the main event, and then
Hold on,
Steiner
look,
there. So
you got Brian Pillman and Brian Knobs later in the night,
yeah.
and then I thought I saw Brian again, but
Was he working triple duty?
Scott Steiner did double duty. Fought the Junkyard Dog, beat the Junkyard Dog actually.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something where if you're tag team champ, you just have to work double duty. The AI just says, "Hey," but dang, what
could be a roster thing though too.
Yeah, let's check out New Gen. Sam Mucknick,
Hey.
Rey Mysterio,
Hey.
Jam, Alpha, and Dylan Drake. Okay.
You know, I'm not
Any
mad
King
at
of
that.
the Rings? DDP. All right. I can dig it.
He is DDP,
Rumble,
the
nothing.
king
Women's
of
champ.
the ring.
Who killed the women's title? Luna Vachon.
Luna.
A couple years back, she killed it. Title or pay-per-view? I guess, are we doing...
That's just a Saturday show. In your house, that's probably the last pay-per-view they did.
July... SummerSlam, here we go. Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero. Hey,
Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan.
So I'm watching New Gen at this time because we got Ray and Eddie, Flair and Hogan, even
Ambrose in the Hall,
even Mascara, Dorada, Adrian Neville and Alpha versus Scott Taylor, Ted DiBiase, and Sergeant Slaughter sounds fun.
Yeah, Nugent's tearing it up.
Tamatonga lost to Funaki. That's your boy Funaki there. Jinder beat Ambrose.
The Colossus, man. No one getting past the Colossus.
Dude, what a New Gen, literally. Then we have the WWF here. Do they have any WWF at MSG?
That's a big show.
So main event was Ivan Koloff and Austin Aries. Fair enough.
Jesus.
All right.
Sheamus
and Edge. Okay.
I don't know.
What's the title? Really... Ted DiBiase Jr. Ted DiBiase Jr. That's a big one to keep in mind there. He's holding that. Isn't that the belt for the Bryan Danielson held that thing also, and Macho Man? Isn't this the NWA US belt?
No. Okay, so the WWF had their own United States title too.
Yeah.
And then the NWA had a US title.
Okay.
But they didn't call it the US title. They called it the North American Championship.
Okay, because I'm looking at this thing, I'm like,
you see that, and you're thinking of the national title.
Yeah. There we go.
Because that title belt was like a boxing title belt. The NWA's title belt was an actual championship title belt.
Ron Simmons and Bubba killed it there.
Damn.
Teddy Hart and AJ Styles. That's a fun tag team. And,
that was an actual tag team.
Yeah.
Scary part.
Velvet Sky Divas champ. Hey, what's going on here?
Velvet, how you doing?
Thing? I saw something. China was Divas champ.
Hey.
There was something about that where I saw before I was starting to sim it. And Too Dope runs this thing with Robert Rodriguez. Billy Graham, Superstar Billy Graham, US champ. Baron Corbin, Piper, tag team champs.
That'd probably be a good tag team.
We're just not doing rumbles. Terry Gordy, undisputed champ, beat Baron Corbin, who beat Umaga, who beat himself, who then beat Missing Link and beat Ray Stevens. What was going on here?
Who's the champ?
The world champ? I guess they did Over the Limit. I guess that was the big one. The guy.
Hey, Savio Vega.
Josh Riggs Joe, Terry Gordy versus Baron Corbin, Piper. Jacques Rougeau, Claudio Castagnoli, Terry Gordy, and John Tenta. Claudio won, but didn't get
Cesaro
the
getting
belt.
it done. Cesaro getting it done.
Didn't even let him have the main belt.
Terry Gordy. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I dig Terry Gordy as a world champion. Bam Bam Terry Gordy.
Dang, that's our wrestling world. 5 years later, if the WWE EF, what are you gonna call them, controlled everything, but of course all the legends and fun stuff was alive there. Anybody in particular you want to take a look at and see?
I mean, you already talked about the promotions.
Yeah, anybody in particular? Like, I gotta see this one person.
Let's see where John Cena's at.
Let's see, yeah, because he starts off already in the East, so maybe they just. I'm thinking they just they dropped him. Yeah.
Unemployed.
He left in 2021. Wow. His last match was him and Punk versus La Resistance.
So, yeah, I'd quit too.
Yeah, it's
I wonder who won that. If he won, I wouldn't understand. If he lost, I'd get it.
Yeah. Well, good job there, Cena.
John Felix, I get you, buddy.
Is he going downhill in his wrestling skill after is he deteriorating? I don't know if that's a thing, because I did turn off the deaths and all that. Yeah, so I don't know if it impacted that or whatnot there. So, but friend up, anything else you want to plug or talk about before we end off here?
Oh yeah. Pro Wrestling Sim fans, the Wrestling Survives database is up. I've been playing it a little bit. I already know like some things I got to fix on it, but if you guys like pro wrestling, you guys should really check it out, because this database is about what would happen if, you know, the WWF never bought WCW and ECW, and the wrestling world kind of boomed a little bit. In this database, though, AEW does not exist. The Workers do. The Federation does not. I've been playing a little bit, doing some WWE stuff, or WWF stuff, I'm sorry. And I absolutely fell in love with this database. I have not loved the database this much. I mean, Compact Verse is still home, but you guys should really check out the database. Go to BeTheBooker.com, look up Wrestling Survives 1.0. Take a look. Let me know.
Yeah, let everybody know what you think about it there, and what type of fun you guys have been getting into with Pro Wrestling Sim. Until next time, we do one of these more wacky videos, seeing what's going on with the wrestling world next time. Probably do something where if WWE never existed, or if it just kind of died off, what would be going on there if it was just like, you know, TNA, ROH, AEW, you know, all that stuff. So, that being said, everyone, next time, peace out. Goodbye.